Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm muting all. You can mute, unmute. If you want to talk, you can unmute on your own. You can talk. Starting the recording. Make Mr. Murali. Murali, sir, I'm making you as a co-host. You can unmute. If you want to talk anything, you can talk. Before that the meeting starts, another 5 minutes is there. I really thank you for the support and then the motivation you are all giving to me. It's all begin like a, what do you call, as a, I started for my team to have a 52 weeks. Then I spoke to my colleagues, the ex-development officers, and then they said, why don't you give it to our friends also? Then the first Saturday it went around, I've sent an invitation to almost 100 people. 65 attended. It's a good motivation for me. Then we received feedbacks, and Mr. Murali also spread it. And all my development officer friends, including you, all of you, have spread to agents. I'm really happy to see that almost 900 people have enrolled in group. For course, they have enrolled almost 520 people as on today morning 5 o'clock. I'm very surprised to see morning we could get entries from agents, almost 15 agents have given morning 5:30, 4 o'clock entry. So that's a really good one. People want to learn. People want to learn, and that's an scenario is available. So it's wonderful. This meeting of almost 200 people attended today morning in YouTube, both in YouTube and Zoom meeting. 150 or 155, I didn't have a count. And then it will be around, Mr. Murali said around 155 or 160. And YouTube also, quite number of people have done it. I'll say 200. 200 is a very good motivation for me. And as for us, so now 51 participants are there. Now the time is 7:42. Another 3 minutes is there. Our idea is to make it very, very simple and then very effective, very effective. And then instead of talking about so many big things, I personally feel instead of talking big things, let us talk small things. We need 1 second. Started. பாருங்க நான் லிங்க் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். We want to deal only small items, and we want to deal with 15 minutes, 20 minutes, not more than that. And we would like to address the real concern points of an agent's growth or development officer's growth. It's an experience having traveled with legends. A lot of legends. I had an opportunity to travel, so I could assimilate some of their ideas, and I would like to pass on to all of you if time permits, God willing. So this initiative has been taken. We'll be giving 52 weeks or 3 weeks have gone. Next 49 weeks, wherever, which part of the India or wherever available, it's now a commitment had been done. I try to fulfill, and then with all your cooperation, we would like to have some of the best speakers also 1 or 2 days. I'm trying to make it. But it will be 15 minutes. Another 30 seconds or more. Let me share the screen.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Ganapati Subramanian.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
My video is perfect?
Yes, sir.
Please, friends.
Clear.
Okay. So 70%. I really happy 7:45 morning on a Saturday. Almost 72 participants are there. I'm really enthusiastic. I'm really moved. Moved means I can say happy. Okay. Session starts now.
From stand.
Okay. My beloved DOs, SBAs, and LICAs, very happy morning to all of you. Invocation song.
Sir, it's not audible, sir.
Okay, nice. Okay, no problem. Okay, I told you last other things. I'm audible now. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Already 1 minute has gone. I'm racing against the time. Optimum listening is morning time. See, some of the successful development officers conduct morning meetings once in a while. So their teams are very successful. So try to implement this. And because the peak grasp and retention timings are these timings. And a lot of successful development officers, they do it. Um, I want to be very precise and more effective. And I would like to provide implementable ideas. And I will be telling some of the ideas what I've told to agents, because being you, you can practice yourself some of the ideas. Already you are doing it, but you can monitor your agents, what has been taught. See, I personally feel what has been taught in a ZTC, STC, or any training program, if you keep ask them and then try to follow at least one. So this is the reason where we get implementable ideas, motivate, stay energetic. KYOs, KYC. How many of you are able to? I've got really 5 new ideas. Know your organization, know your challenges, know your opportunities, know your competitors, know your challenges. Uh, um, what I would like to say is that this formula, I have coined it, and it's very powerful to for agents to unlock their future. I am actually making a trademark. I've already applied for trademark of these KYO, KYC, Golden Rule 7, PNB, USS. These are all have done it. A trademark is undergoing. So I was planning after retirement. I thought of planning writing a book on whatever little experience I have. These things will form. This KYO, KYC is know your opening, know your closing. See, if you know our openings, the closings will happen automatically. I fully agree, legends are in these sessions, most experienced, best performers are there. I may just doing an act of brushing. All of you, there are SBAs with great performers, LICAs with better service than me, better performers than me. I'm just doing a brushing, my dear friends. It's a brushing session, because every day we have to brush. Otherwise, it will not be very pleasantful day. So we have to. Closing depends upon how you open. So teach them, your agents, how to open the session, how to open the talk. Ask them to be on time. For that, you have to be on time. Sometimes if I say with my all little experience, or being a court of retired employee, I may little give a suggestion or little bit more directive also. Please don't mistake me. If you expect being agent to be on time, you have to be in time. And if you start wearing a good dress, then agent also will dress. Some of the agents where we find that with wet socks, they will come. In 1992, I think so, we entered a room where the person was wearing yesterday's socks. This culture is there. The room was stinky. The customer was so unhappy. I asked them to go out. So sometimes we also wear. So don't wear that. And polish the school. Some of the shoes, some of the prospects look at our shoes also. Practice your agents to have an overview, and you are doing it in a party, and what is going to say, how much you will take, what is the background. So to brief you, ask them to do a overview. Ask your agent to arrange all the proposal from addendum in one folder. Normally they will come and search in front of the customer. It is very, very, very annoying, I tell you. So ask them, train them in those things. These are all small, small things I'm going to take it. I'm not going to teach you big, big things. I'm going to do small, small things. But the small things will correct you in a better way. Switch off your mobile phones if possible. And then exchange pleasantries, shaking hands. And normally, even to place the laptop, I will ask permission. Ask agent not to place the bag on the table. Just keep on your side. If the prospects at home, don't face inside, facing the rooms or kitchen. Facing the outside, you try to make it. Especially when the prospect's office, don't peep into the papers of documents are placed on the table, over this table. Normally we do it. What is there? Somebody is there. Some private presentation is there. Not that we are not interested in looking into that. Somebody has presented, some private company pamphlets are there. So have just a slight look. Don't peep into that. And practice to speak to eye to eye. Don't look anybody eye to eye. You are doing it. So what I'm telling, practice your agents to become eye to eye also. Eye to eye is most effective because any reaction from the client, you will be able to make it immediately. So we can shift that. See, it is like driving. We are seeing some object, you will reduce the speed, you shift the gear. Like that, when you start eye to eye, two things happen. You can keep the conversation running, he will believe you. Second thing is, if he is uncomfortable, you can change the topics or change something else or according to his wish. I'm mentioning you watch yourself and watch your own words. Very, very careful. Watch your own words. See, there are openings are good. Sometimes middle time we give something which is very, very uncomfortable. They will switch off. Check your presentations thoroughly. See, very, very, very carefully. I tell you, nowadays most of the agents are not presenting, but being most of the SBAs or LICAs or most top development officers take the presentations. So you also, I think most of the development officers take presentation. People want black and white. Take the presentation, go through the presentation thoroughly. Don't trust any software. Any software, first you check it thoroughly. Preparation, check your presentation thoroughly. Have a mock presentation 5 minutes before starting your place also. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong. When you're going to meet a person, a multi-crorepati, because the mock presentation will build your confidence level high. So try to do that. The sales call depends on how you open the first word. According to situation, you try to do it. You're all more experienced people. I don't want to say keep on telling small things. Your opening should speak about you and you are better than your product. It should be better than your product. 2-word appreciation about your agent introducing a client like you. Sir, please, my dear development officer, appreciate the agent in front of the client. 2 things will happen. The client says that your agent is in respectable, good books on respectable position. Second thing is that you are saying that introducing the client. Normally we say, but you say, thanks a lot, Mr. So-and-so introduced to me. About your agent, he is a MDRT, he is a TOT, he is a chairman's club member, he is a BM club member. Something like that you tell about him. The opening should bring respect to you. People always want to deal with genuine and trusted, always success people. So be natural in your things. Sir, prospects hear you. The ordinary prospects hear you. Extraordinary prospects listen to you. Extraordinary prospects listen to you. Now you should develop the skill of shifting from hearing mode to listening mode. Bring him to listening mode. How to bring it to listening mode? Talk something which is related to him, his family, his plans. Whenever I'm going to talk about you, specifically I'm going to talk about some of you, I'm mentioning some of the names, then definitely you will get connected immediately. So talk about him and give an appreciation about his garden or his house, his car, newly bought. But don't elaborate. Don't elaborate the discussion. Sir, if you have purchased a BMW, sir, when you purchased, what is the rate? What is the car rate? What is the road on road? How much? No, no, no. Don't do it. All those things. Use house also. Sir, house is very good, sir. Pleasant. Sir, when you purchase, don't talk all those things. You give a simple, very, very natural appreciation, and it should be very, very short. Because you have to quick. You have come here not to appreciate anything. You are trying to connect. These statements will connect to you, connect with the client. So a little about your achievement also, nothing wrong. Sir, I'm SBA, I'm a development officer. I have around, like Mr. So-and-so, I have 3 MDRT agents. Nothing wrong in that. I'm happy that 2, 3 of mine. See, please don't trumpet. Don't trumpet. And then it will be an appropriate time. Choose this and tell. Ordinary prospective, extraordinary customer. You have done it in past. You went for ordinary call of 1 lakh premium. Your agent might have taken you for 1 lakh premium, but you would have brought him 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs premium. That is the power of joint calls. I would like to take a session on joint calls. Very, very powerful session on joint calls, definitely. So Mentally record, ask some questions. Don't take the pen or pamphlet or laptop immediately. Don't open as if you people are not doing it. Don't train your agents not to open the plan or product directly. Listen to them. FFF connects the prospects. What is FFX? You are doing it already. Family, finance, and future. Talk about your family, his family. Talk about his finance. Talk about his future. Family means you can say, you can identify within 5 seconds. He has an 8-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son connected. His house is there. Family, parents are there. You just connect everything within 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You arrive at a decision. Talk about the finance. You know, he's having two-wheeler, his finance is different. He's having Honda car, his finance is different. Agent will take you only the big clients. So it's a BMW, his house, his financial need. You just ask some questions. He will say, sir, hope you have tried future needs. I hope you have 2 lakhs pension. You have arranged for 2 lakhs pension. I hope so per month. I like that some questions, throws some questions. Then listen to the customer. Listening to the customer is most important skill we have to develop. 85% listening, only 15% we have to talk. First, after introduction, train your agents to listen. So what I said, you can also be there listening to the customer. Then you said, when you hear, you sell a policy. When you listen, you prospect buys from you. I hope I'm able to drive the point. When you hear the customer, you will sell only LIC policies. When you start listening, prospect says, I bought from such development officer. That development officer gave me. That agent gave me. So the prospect should buy policy from us. That is our strength, and you are doing it. Assess their family. Mainly start with your comfortable questions. Seek their permission to start your presentation. Seek permission to start the presentation, sir. Say, normally I say, sir, I need 15 minutes time. Will you be in a position to give me 15 minutes time? Then he will say, yes, please go ahead. After presentation, I will say, sir, 15 minutes got over, sir. So now you can ask question and answer anything. So normally the check will come if the session is going for 1.5 to 2 hours. Not all the incident it has come, but normally it comes. So sometimes meetings end after 1 or 2 hours. After plan presentation, next is full of objections and question answers only. That you can do it. Actually, when the sale is getting closed, I'm little hurrying up because there's 1 minute left. When the sale is getting closed, the case, when you buy a commodity, when you buy a vegetable, when you pay cash, it go over. When you buy a household items, it delivered. A TV is delivered. Its sale is closed. But in life insurance, closing happens at several stages. Yes, several stages. The client will reopen, pre-close the sale anytime. Say, when we are going at, we have come and convinced for 1 crore. Somebody might have discharged his auditor, his friend, somebody might have done it. The closing never happens there. So be open that your close happens not now. Mentally, don't say closing check collected, closing has happened. No, closing happens at different stage. You practice this. Make agents also practice this. Collecting forms, collecting documents, print, ask, put your name, development officer or agent name. Put a small slip, create a small slip. What documents they have to give. As soon as the forms are there, you give that. Collecting checks. While collecting checks, please, as development officer, follow this. I collect the check with their hands. Nowadays, everything is going online also, no problem. But you tell collecting the check or online, sir, I am collecting the ordinary premium, ordinary rate premium. Hope everything is fine. They will say what? Sir, your health, everything is fine, but it's my duty to tell now. See, especially do it for HNI customers. Don't be afraid of telling this. People will be afraid. They will not tell this. Then there is an extra, then there will be a problem. So when you say this word, I tell you, the customer totally become dependent on you and your medical examination. They want to say, any person, you go for a blood checkup, you will wait for your result. The nurse or a lab report says, Innamachi, what is the report? Blood sugar is fine. So collecting checks, have a habit of telling that I'm collecting an conduct medical examination. There were days, every day morning, I spent with customers. Breakfast with customer after medical examination. After TPA started, but I insist nowadays, I go with HNI clients where 2 crores proposals, 2 crores sum assured or above. I feel that I would like to spend some time because this time is a golden hour for us to get something insight about him, his company. Don't be business-like, but start listening to him there also. And then follow-up and completions, everything. Train your agents to give FVR and OP. Now it has gone that. When actually closing happens, the biggest closing is after completion. Visit his place. This time, possible, ask your agent to visit. Even for 5 lakhs policy, let him go and visit. Ask him to check, put a file, ask him to check the nominee, then hand out the file. If it is a 2 crore and above, you go along with the agent. Sir, thanks a lot for all the things. We are pleased that you have received the policy. We would like to come and see that whether every document you have received is correct. Shall we go through? Just 10-15 minutes time. Whether even now the sale is getting closed, for me is no, nothing. When the sale is getting closed, okay, explain the policy, thank the policyholder, spouse, family, whether you're satisfied, sir, with our presentation and services. We need to improve somewhere else. Is it there? Ask some questions, record it. Even now, also, the sale is not getting closed. Sir, are you satisfied my services? If so, can you give 2 important referrals? Here only the closing takes place. Train your agents. The closing takes place at this place, not before, not collecting the check, not going for medical examination. No, and a potential agent should ask 2 referrals with every completion. He has the power to ask referral. He has the right to ask for referrals. Only at this place, the customer also will, 80% customers, not all, 80% customers, sir, I hope you are satisfied with my agent services. Can you guide him? Can you tell him 2 referrals so that he will become a COT? He will become an MDRT. What is MDRT? Tell him something about that valid things. Your role for 2 crore policyholder. If he gives 2 leads over, you make an MDRT. So your role as a development officer, I personally feel that handing out the documents, you please take place. The closing, enjoy the closing. Keep target of 100 closing this year. Thanks a lot. Next Saturday, we'll meet with a lamp. The concept of lamp. Let us be at 7:45 sharp at lamp. Thanks a lot for wonderful opportunity you are all given. I'm just going to close the session and then stop sharing. Because normally, if anyone would like to, I'm really happy that 99 participations are there in Zoom meeting, and probably YouTube, there will be a lot of people also there. These things are greatly motivating, and there are a lot of requests for the first 2 sessions, but due to time constraints, I'm not able to make it. We'll plan one of these days to have the first session and second session individually for agents. Really, thank you. Your feedbacks motivate us. I take the opportunity. Thank all the development officers spreading this message to their team. I thank every agent who attended today. I thank all my colleague development officers and my ex-development officers. And I thank Mr. Murali, sir. And I thank the really last week we had a big issue that has been sorted out very well. And then I thank God for making this session very uninterrupted, hassle-free. Thanks a lot. I'm ending the session. Please I request you to share your feedbacks. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeevji.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.